around. So, we put that on ourselves that we have to strive to be perfect every game.
What did you get out of this bye week? What did you get out of the bye week?
We went back to the basics for a lot of things. We played a lot of just base coverages, and we just got after it. And that was probably the best thing because there were some things that we weren't doing well that's out of our base coverages.
What about outside of the football stuff? I mean, is it a time that you can reflect on the season, where you stand, where you are, what you've got left, what you've done?
Oh, definitely. For me personally, I reevaluated how I've been playing throughout the season, and I wanted to make myself better for the final 3 games. As well as schoolwork. Everything. I just had to catch up on a lot of things, but it was a good time to just relax and get my mind right.
Kurt, the last 2 years at this point in the season, you guys have been at the top of the polls, right, in the national title race. Now that that's not the case, do you feel any different walking around? Do practices feel any different?
Practice-wise, we're still getting after it, if not even harder, because we know we have to win out. But we feel like, it's not, the pressure isn't on us to, have to make it to the national championship or whatever. So we're playing a little loose and we're playing a lot better, I think.
I mean, is there a chance that could let you play better? That obviously you'd rather be undefeated.
Oh, definitely.
Be number 1. We all know that. But since that's gone, can you play a different way? That pressure, do you think that'll be lifted a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I think just having that mental set that we don't have to, be the perfect team out there is gonna, just let us play loosely and let us fly around and make a lot more plays hopefully.
You guys are used to teams looking at you, as the team to knock off in a weird way. Do you think now teams are looking at you guys as vulnerable? You know what I mean? Like, we can get these guys.
I hope they don't think like that. Just because we've had 2 losses doesn't mean we're a different team. We're still coming every play with our best stuff. So I think we're a better team than last year, but we just couldn't get the wins when we needed to. And so I think this final stretch we're gonna really have to show everybody what we can really bring.
Did you just say you think you're a better team than
I think
last
we are.
year? What do you mean? Why do you think that?
I think we're a lot more experienced group. That's just a given, and I think we're playing a lot more a lot better as a team. But I think the competition has also risen to the occasion this year, which is why there's a difference in the records that we have. But I think as a team, I think we're a lot more unified. I think we're playing a lot better as a cohesive unit.
Is that frustrating at all to feel like you're better but you have 2 losses?
You can't really get frustrated with it because that's just the game. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, but it's just. I mean, I would definitely like to be undefeated, but I'm in this position for a reason. So we have to win out, and we have to play the best of our abilities.
Talk about the year you're having personally. It seems like you're playing pretty well. Just how do you feel like you're playing?
I really attribute a lot of my success to just the offseason. Being with the veterans, the seniors, and then with Mike Doss and Will Allen and stuff, and they really just help the game slow down for me. And I think I'm just playing a lot more faster down the field.
What do you think about Northwestern? They're not going to be the same kind of powder puff you guys played the last
No,
couple years.
the funny thing about that, even though we beat them, by a lot last year, they were never. They came back and they were strong and they had a lot of good numbers. And I just think they had a little down game against us. They're a strong team, and we're assuming that their QB is going to be back this year or this week. So I think they're going to give us their best stuff, and we're going to have to come with it.
Do we have to prepare for 2 quarterbacks then?
Oh yeah, CJ, he's a great passer, and he can also run the ball. And then Mike, he can run the ball. He ran for 217 yards, I think, last week. So we're definitely have to prepare for both QBs. But they're going to give us their best stuff.
How much does not having Sutton hurt them? How much does not having Sutton hurt them, in your opinion?
He's a great running back. He was Mr. Ohio football, and he brings a lot to the table. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run the ball, and he always makes the first person miss. Not having him is definitely going to hurt their run game. But they got 2 great running backs right behind him. So, we're going to have to prepare for those guys and, stop them from running the ball.
Associated Press, Mr. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, is that who awards that? Oh, that's right.
We see asking Coach Tress a lot this week sort of about where the team's heads are and how everyone's sort of bouncing back from the Penn State loss. When you look at this team's mental makeup through the course of this year, how do you think overall it has been? Do you feel like you guys have been prepared to play every week, or do you look back and say, well, we could have done this better mentally, a bit more prepared?
I think mentally, I think we've been strong throughout the year. Our coaches have done a great job of getting us mentally prepared for the game and what we're to expect. And then even after the games that we have lost, they've done a great job of just getting our minds in the right direction. And I think also our senior leaders have really just kind of just said, guys, we got to get our act together. We can't dwell on what's happened. We just have to focus on on the present. So, and I think that's just been a great thing, you know, that we've had as, you know, as an underclassman. We can you know, rely on them to, you know, push us forward.
Kurt, I think you were answering this on the way up here, but who do you think would run a successful campaign on the team?
I said Malcolm Jenkins. You know, he's a very convincing man, and he does everything with a lot of passion. So I think, you know, if he were to run that, you know, a lot of people would really follow him because he's a great guy and he's a great leader.
You look dressed for politics. Who'd be his running mate?
Who'd be his running? You know, I'll run. I'll take the VP spot. You know, I think I can hold that spot down.
Did you vote today?
No, sir.
Are you going to?
Absentee.
Okay.
So,
Okay. There you
What
go.
was it about your work with those guys in the offseason that they did lead to the program? I mean, what? Just confidence, or what was the? What did they do?
I've always had the confidence that I can, you know, really be that kind of guy to make the plays. I think watching a lot of films, a lot of teams kind of went after me, and you know, I didn't really know how to react to it. And I think this year, when they have gone after me, I made the play, and I've just, you know, told them that if you're gonna keep doing it, it's gonna happen over and over again. And I think they just kind of helped me, you know, reiterate what I needed to do for myself to get better.
Was that more when you're talking about?
It was a lot. It was a
attitude?
lot of it was a lot of attitude and it was a lot of mental. Just and you know, some things were just, you know, getting out my brakes faster, but a lot of it was just, you know, knowing what they're gonna try and do before they do it. And I think that's helped me out the greatest.
Having, you know, a couple interceptions now, I mean, is that a big deal for you? You hadn't
It
talked
was-
about in the offseason, you know.
I talked about it a lot and I was harping on it a lot, even, you know, and I told myself I had to do it, you know, because I knew I could do it, and you know, it's just a big icebreaker, you know, to get those first couple ones out of the way, and now I can just play a lot more freely and just, you know, play up to my capabilities.
Coach said he's 1-4 after a bye week. What sort of potential pitfalls can you see from those letdowns after a bye week? I mean, why
you
could
know,
that be difficult?
You know, some guys might be able to, you know, relax or just become lazy, or just, you know, they might be, you know, depressed about what's happening. But I don't see that happening. You know, we have, like I said, we have a lot of great leaders, and they're telling us that, you know, we have to be focused and we have to get better. And I think last week, you know, allowed us to rest, but also get better as a team. So I think this week it should be no different.
How much did you think